All right, welcome back here to the Hill on NewsNation. You might be planning to raise a glass this week as we say goodbye to 2024, hello to 2025. You might have President Jimmy Carter to thank for what's in that glass. In 1978, the president then signed a law that legalized home brewing, sparking the country's craft beer industry. Look at the numbers here for a second. You can see how the craft beer industry has risen in the past 2 decades and now makes up, look at that, more than 13% of the total beer market, even though standard brewers still dominate the industry, of course. And since 1990, the overwhelming majority of new breweries have been craft breweries. So if you're filling your glass with an American craft beer this holiday season, you just might have that old peanut farmer from Plains, Georgia, who became the president of the United States, to thank for that. Of course, the Congress had its role in all that. He signed it into law. Thoughts on Jimmy Carter around the table real quick. Scott?
Yeah, he was one thing we don't hear a lot about it. He was an environmentalist. He was the first president to put the, not sunscreens, but
the solar panels,
the solar panels on the White House. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that, but just an incredible humanitarian. And not just a Peace Prize winner, but a humanitarian after his presidency, more so than really what he did during the presidency.
I think that Jimmy Carter's greatest legacy is the work he did after the presidency. I certainly politically could go after him. I just don't think that's appropriate given the fact that a former president passed away. But he did build his legacy. Habitat for Humanity. The man one time fell and hit his face at 93, 94, got back up the next day and went back to building houses. That level of service and selflessness, that's a wonderful quality.
Yeah, a lot of decency, a lot of humility, a lot of very admirable qualities. Those qualities don't always make you a successful president. Any president who's a one-term president, it's always difficult. But
Tell me about what we know real quick about January 9th and what's going to be happening.
Yeah, National Day of Mourning that President Biden declared. We know that the funeral will be here in Washington, D.C., as well as the opportunity for those at home to pay their respects and come to Capitol Hill from January 7th to the 9th before the funeral. So they'll have the hours. It'll essentially be from 8 a.m. on the 8th through the 9th. But on the afternoon of the 7th, he'll come here on Tuesday to lie in state in the Capitol.
It'll be a very interesting day, obviously honoring an American legend, a former president of the United States, in a time on January 9th where Washington's in a little bit of transition, and you could have all, potentially, of the living presidents there alongside each other, what that image would look like, honoring the 39th president of the United States. Thank you all for... Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.